Good morning, girls. Children, day before yesterday, I started with the chapter Arithmetic Progression. And yesterday, I had explained you the exercise 5.1, question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3. See, children, these are the questions which are easy to solve. In the first question, you had to find out whether the situations which are given over here are forming an arithmetic progression or not. Then in the second question, the first term and the difference, common difference is given. We have to find the first four terms of that AP. This is also easy. This also I had discussed with you yesterday. And even the third one, in which the series is given or an AP is given, you have to write the first term and the common difference. Now, the fourth question says that which of the following are APs, that is arithmetic progression, and if they form an AP, you have to find the common difference and write the next three more terms. Now, let us take the first question. I will write, see, exercise 5.1, question number 4. Before beginning with the exercise, fourth question, I would like to tell you one more thing, that if we have to write the general form of any AP, right, which I didn't tell you yesterday, the general form of any AP can be written as A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, and so on. So if you have been given the first term and the common difference, you can use this general form of AP and apply it in the given question and find the next given, the number of terms what you require. Now question number 4, the first one is this 2, 4, 8 and 16. Okay, 2, 4, 8 and 16. Now you know that the first term is 2. If you have to find the common difference, we have to look for this series whether this forms an AP or not. So therefore what we'll do, we will subtract 4 and 2. We will get 2. Then in the next we subtract 8 and 4. I will get 4. Then I will subtract 16 and 8. I will get 8. Okay. Now you can see that the common difference is not same. So therefore we will write that no, it does not form an AP. Right? So this is how you have to do the fourth question, and this was the first part. Now since it is not an AP, we don't need to find the next three terms. Second one. Question 2, we have 2, 5 by 2, 3, 7 by 2. 2, 5 by 2, 3, 7 by 2. So let's check. A is equal to 2. If they are asking you to find the first term, we will write A is equal to 2. Now to find the common difference, we will subtract the second term and the first term. Then third term minus the second term. And in the next we can check 7 by 2 minus 3. So if we find that the answer for D is same, then definitely it forms an AP, and then we will find the next three terms. 5 upon 2 minus 2, we have to find the LCM, which will give you 5 minus 4, that will give you half, right, 1 by 2. Here also the LCM will be 2, 6 minus 5, which will give you again 1 by 2. And here also find the LCM 2, 7 minus 6, 1 by 2. So as you can see that the common difference is half, right? We have to find the next, it forms an AP, and we will write the next three terms. So therefore, in the second one, these terms are already given, 2, 5 by 2, 3, 7 by 2. Now, what is A? A is 2. What is D? D is half. So what we'll write? We will write the next three terms. 7 by 2 plus half will give you 8 by 2, and that will give you 4. Right? Then 4 plus half will give you 9 by 2. So this will be 9 by 2. Now 9 by 2 plus half will give you what? 10 by 2, and that will be 5. So we have to find out the next three terms. Before that we have to find D. If we find that D is constant for all the differences, then it forms an AP, and then find the next 3 terms. Okay, now let's do which one? Suppose I take up third one, and then I'll take the sixth one. Third one says, third, check third, minus 1 by 2, minus 3 by 2, minus 5 by 2, and minus 7 by 2. Now to find the common difference, we will write D is equal to minus 3.2 minus minus 1.2, right? D is equal to, for the next we have to check whether the common difference is same or not, minus 5.2 minus minus 3.2. Yes, then again D minus 7.2 minus minus 5.2. Okay, now let's check over here. Minus 3.2 plus 1.2. Minus 3.2 plus 1.2 we'll subtract, we will get 2. Then minus 5.2 minus and minus will give you minus 5.2 plus 3.2, which will give you here, minus 2. This is also minus 2. Then minus 7.2 minus minus plus 5.2, which will give you minus 2. So as you can see that the common difference is same, that is D is equal to minus 2. It forms an AP. We write yes, it forms an AP. And the next 3 terms we want. Now the next 3 terms after, which one? After minus 7.2. Now minus 7.2 plus minus 2. You know, I told you that the series is written as A plus D, A plus 2D, and so on. So to find the next term, this will give you minus 9.2. Yes, then minus 11.2 and minus 13.2. Okay, so this completes your question number third part, in which the common difference is same, that is minus 2, and we can easily find the next 3 terms. Next, let us take the sixth one. I hope children you are getting the method. 0.2, 0.22, 0.222 and 0.222 4 times. Okay, so we have here, we subtract these two, and then continue subtracting. Now you can see that if you find out the difference of 0.22 minus 0.2, you will get what? 0.02. Yes, because if you are going to write 0.22 and 0.2, which will be actually 20 here, so when you subtract you will get 0.02. Then 0.222 minus 0.22, so 0.222 minus 0.22, here it will be 0, so you will get 0.002. Okay, now if you compare these two numbers, obviously they are not same, so D is not equal or not same, we can write, therefore it does not form an AP. It does not form an AP. So you have to write the explanation and you have to show it that why it is not an AP, because the common difference between these two and these two terms is not same, hence it does not form an AP. So this is question number 6th part of question 4. So children, as you can see that these are all the questions which are given over here. If you want, we can take up the 5th one also, the root one. The 5th one is 3, 3 plus root 2, 3 plus 2 root 2, 3 plus 3 root 2, right? 3 root 2, yes. So let's check here. We will subtract these two, then these two, and it will go on. So let's check. 3 plus root 2 minus 3, I'll cancel this, I will get root 2. 3 plus 2 root 2 minus 3 minus root 2. Yes, so 3 will cancel. Why I am changing the sign? Because we are subtracting, so the sign will change. 2 root 2 minus 1 root 2 will give you root 2. That is 1 root 2. Again, let's check this. 3 plus 3 root 2 minus 3 minus 2 root 2. So hence again 3 will cancel. I will get 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2 will give you root 2. So as you can see that the common difference is root 2. We will write yes, it forms an AP. It forms an AP, and we have to find the next 3 terms. So 3 plus 3 root 2. We have already got the 3 plus 3 root 2. So what is the next term? We have to add root 2. So you will get 3 plus 4 root 2, 3 plus 5 root 2, and 3 plus 6 root 2. Children, you can check the answers at the back. If there is any problem, you can discuss with me or you can tell me. Now, so these are the 8 questions from this side. If you turn the page and see, there are total 15 questions, right? So you can solve these, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me. This exercise is complete. Doubts you can send to me. Then I will start with the next part of the chapter, that is the nth term of an AP, and we'll study what is given in the next exercise. So children, complete your work, and even if you have previous chapters doubts, you can ask me. Don't hesitate, and please complete your work. This is the arithmetic progression, chapter 5, exercise 5.1. Okay, complete your work. All the best. Thank you. Have a nice day.